25.
Yakeshu mudha vishayeshu baddha ragorupashena sudurdamena ayanti niryantyata urdhvamuccaihi स्वकर्मदूतेन जवेन नीता
Atma Anatma Viveka is being conducted to point out what Atma Sarupa is, one's own true nature is, what is not Atma, what is not I, Anatma, is enumerated step by step. First of all, we mistake the gross body as I. What is this gross body? Anatomically, the details were given, and to point out that this gross body is something which is inert in nature, its constitution is being shown. First it was pointed out there are five elements, Pancha Mahabhutas. To begin with, they are sukshma, subtle in nature. They undergo the process of panchikarana, grossification, last time you have seen, and become the grossified elements. These five grossified elements, space, air, fire, water, earth, go into the constitution of the physical body, this physical body. The physical body is made up of five elements which themselves are inert in nature, and therefore physical body is equally inert in nature. So that now in the context, these five elements have got five features, what are called as Vishayas: Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Again, grossified five elements actually in their constitution have got all the elements, but because of predominance, that is what was told in Brahma Sutra, Vaisheshatu tadbhavas tadbhavaha. Because of predominance of a specific element, that is called so, even though other elements are there. Other one last time we have seen is how space has got the unique feature of sound. That rule was what is called as Parishesha Nyaya, the law of the remaining. From the five elements, you separate the five characteristics. What are those? Rasa, the Gandha, Rasa, Rupa, Sparsha. What remains? Shabda. Prithvi, Aap, Teja, Vayu. These all four are eliminated. What remains is Akasha, space, and the Shabda. So otherwise, directly we can't verify that Shabda, the sound, is the unique feature of Akasha, cannot be verified. So that is what Parishesha Nyaya, the law of the remaining. So now these five, that means Akasha, the five elements, have got five features. And earth has got all the five. That's why it is the most gross. Water, one less. Gandha, less. Little subtler. Fire, two less. What are Gandha and Rasa are not there. Vayu, Sparsha and Shabda only. Akasha only Shabda. Less the gunas, more pervasive is the element. More the gunas, more gross is the element. This is the. Now five features were called as Vishayas. Why are they called Vishayas? Vishina, that means they are the one because this Badnanti, Visheshena, Sinvanti, Badnanti, iti Vishayaha. They totally bind us in the sense we think that we can get joy from these sense object. And because of the sense, joy from the sense object, we get more and more identified with the embodiment, not knowing our Swarupa. So that means the case. Therefore, now that Vishinanti, what is that? The nature of bondage in the Vishayas, that is explained further in this stanza 75, first line we already seen. Ya ye mudhaha, those avivekis, eshu vishayeshu sudurdamena ragorupashena baddhaha. Those avivekis who are so firmly tied up with these Vishayas. Does any Vishaya, do you get tied up with that? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha belong to the sense objects in the world, is it not? And what happens? They are the features of those things. You are separate and they are separate. Who ties you that? Asakti. Asakti. What is that asakti? That notion that these will make me happy, that is the one, that is what is called as Sudurdama Pasha. Uru Pasha means Dhrida Pasha, a firm fetter of Sudurdama means which is difficult to destroy, That is, example is given, see, a river was in floods. And many things in the floods, many things get floated. You should see the flood in Ganga. They say trucks roll. Somewhere the truck has fallen. Like a toy, it goes on rolling. That is the might of Ganga. Near Uttarkashi, there was a bridge constructed by Larsen and Toubro. And once with the heavy flood, the bridge got washed off in such a manner, no trace of it. The engineers who came, they did namaskar. They did namaskar to Ganga Maya. Real might. No trace of that bridge. Even the pillars, etc. were not there. Of course, Larsen Toubro construction is not an ordinary construction. They have taken into account all the factors like that. Now, in this once in a river, so somebody was there on that, and he saw one blanket is floating. He said he knew swimming. He said, let me have it. So like it was cold like this possibly. So blanket. And he plunged in the river, swimming, etc., and held the blanket. And in turn, that blanket also held him. Do you know who it was? It was a bear. It was a bear that was, he held that, and this drowning bear, otherwise also bear are they just hold like that. Then what? Now who courted it? Otherwise it was floating. So watery grave for this person also. So like that, Vishayas are innocent, but what ties us? That Sudurda Ragoru Pasha, that Pasha, the fetter of Asakti, attachment, that this is capable of giving me happiness. So that is there, tied up. Then what happens? When such an Asakti for an object or being, etc. is there, everyone will try to gain it. To get it, what is to be done? Karma. Karma done means karma phala. Karma phala means what happens? Punarjanma. So like this, they get hooked to samsara. That is what is told in second line. It says, Uchchaihi swakarma dutena javena nitaha. Uchchaihi is indeclinable. So it means very much, intensely, very much, intensely, greatly. So greatly. Uchchaihi javena nitaha. Forcibly carried away. Who? These individuals. Where are they forcibly carried away? Javena nitaha adha urdhvam ayanti niryanti. Adha urdhvam, below, above. They say come, go, come, go, come, go. See, generally a person who is drowning doesn't go down evenly. Thrice the person comes up. In these 3 times, if he is not caught, then gone forever. Like that, these people, this is not thrice only. This is perennially, because of karma phala. Go down, go up. What does it mean? Punyas is there, goes to heaven. Papa is there, goes to hellish embodiment. Like that, up and down, forcibly carried away by who? Swakarma dutena, by the duta, messenger, envoy of one's own karma, means karma phala. So therefore, running after the Vishaya is to get hooked to the karma phalas and get continued in the samsara sagara. Now this is how from stanza 72 to 75 the gross body was described. In the context, the Vishayas also were described. Now more of that how Vishayas bind is being described. Vishayas means sense object. So 76 to 86, sense object a trap. Sense object means a trap, and thereby man gets bound because of the sense object. It is very vividly described with the help of illustration.
Shabdadibhi panchabhireva pancha panchatvamapu svagunena baddhaha Kuranga patanga meena Brunganara panchabhiranchita kim Shabdadibhi panchabhireva pancha Panchatvamapu svagunena baddhaha Kuranga matanga patanga meena Brunganara panchabhiranchita kim Anvaya Kurangaha.
Actually it is not, should not be split. Kuranga matanga patanga meena bhringaha, one compound it is. But Kurangaha, Matangaha, Patangaha, Meena, Bhanga, Bhringa. Kuranga
Matanga, Patanga, Meena, Bhringaha. Pancha Shabdadibhihi, Panchabhihi, Eva, Swagunena, Baddhaha.
Baddhaha Panchatvam Apuhu.
Baddhaha Panchatvam Apuhu. Panchabhihi Anchitaha Naraha Kim. Again, Kuranga Matanga Patanga Meena Bhrungaha Pancha Shabdadibhihi Panchabhihi Eva Swagunena Baddhaha Panchatvam Apuhu Panchabhihi Anchitaha Naraha Kim.
A very beautiful example it is. First let us say this, what are those Shabdadi Pancha? Pancha is there. 5. What are Shabda Adi? Shabda, sound. Sparsha, touch. Sparsha, touch includes conjugal happiness also. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, form. Rasa, taste. Gandha, smell. These are the 5 sense objects, 5 Vishayas. I say 5 living beings, 5 animals, etc. are told, and they, that means, get destroyed on account of their attachment to one of these 5. Now let us see what are those animals, etc. These animals are attached to one of the five, not all as such. Human being is attached to all the five. If they get destroyed because of attachment to one, what is the fate of the human being who is attached to all the five? Very beautiful example. Let us see now. See. Kuranga. Kuranga is deer. So deer. It is attached to sound. You know. Even if it is running, suppose somebody plays music, saying what? Flute, melodiously. It will simply stop and get so much enamored that it doesn't know what is happening around. And the hunter knows. Hunter comes and catches. Now this, otherwise deer is how swift in running as such. So that is what. So a deer, that is what is called kuranga. Kuranga is attached to sound. Sound means melodious, that means music. Music means such a melodious sound. Matanga. Matanga is elephant. Elephant is attached to sparsha. You know what they do? They tie up a female elephant and the male elephant runs to that. And what they do, on the way, they make a ditch and cover it with the green leaves, etc. And this while without thinking it runs in such a way, it falls in the ditch and they catch it. So therefore, once the deer goes to the hand of hunter, you know what will be the lot. Like that, elephant. Elephant is such a mighty animal, and now caught. You see, elephant suffers because it doesn't know its strength. Where is Mahut in front of elephant? Somebody said, that is the plight of Bharatiyas today. Bharatiyas know not their strength because they have forgotten their culture. That much strength is there. So it is to be told as such. Anyway, so this is the plight of elephant. Patanga. Patanga means moth. Moth is a winged insect, not butterfly, but somewhat like butterfly, winged insect which gets attracted by light. And suppose there is a fire, it just jumps in because it just rushes to that fire, not knowing what is going to happen, gets destroyed. Otherwise, have you seen when that means monsoon starts, you know, some site of insect, you know, where tube lights are there, etc., they come and within no time they lose their wings, and once they lose their wings, they are nowhere as such. But that is, they get attracted by the light, like that moth, which is attracted by the fire because of the light in fire, gets burned. Patanga. Meena. Meena is fish. Fish wants to nibble something, eat something. That's why the bait is put. Even in the net where the bait is there, it enters and gets caught and dies. So that is what Meena. So Meena for what? Taste. Taste. Kuranga for sound, deer for sound, elephant for touch, moth for form, Meena, fish for taste, Bhringaha. Bhringa, honeybee. See, honeybee is attracted by smell. And there are certain flowers, Nagapancha. See, its smell is poisonous. And it so goes, and because of the smell, it gets so attracted, it sits in that and then dies. So therefore, it is tied up by what? Smell, honeybee. Honeybee, not this ordinary bee, that a different type of this thing here, but there is a Nagapancha is there. So because of that, they get attracted by the smell and they die. So therefore, I say Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena, Bhringaha. What happens to them? Pancha, 5 in nature. Shabdadibhi Panchabhi. By this sense object, Shabda Adi means Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, 5 days. Do you know what they get? Swagunena Baddhaha. Being tied up by the gunas means being attached to one of these 5 Shabdadi. What they gain? Panchatvam Apuhu. You know what is Panchatvam? Marana. Panchatvam means Marana. They gain death. Do you know how? Why Marana is called Panchatva? In death, what happens to the gross body? Disintegrates. Disintegrate means what? It becomes one with the 5 elements. So the body becomes the 5 elements. It disintegrates to become the 5 elements. That Panchatvam Apuhu. They die. This is the lot of these Kuranga Matanga Meena Patanga Meena Bhrangaha. You see, now the question is asked, Panchabhihi Anchitaha Naraha Kim? Kim, what is the lot of this Naraha, human being? Panchabhihi Anchitaha. Anchitaha means bound by all the 5. What is going to happen? You can imagine. So therefore, how the person is getting tied up to the sense object only to continue. Here it doesn't mean that person is going to die. They are also they are not dying, etc. They will be bound as such. So therefore, so like that. So the bondage is sure. Janma Varna Samsara continues because of attachment to these 5 sense objects. The sense objects are like a trap to the individual. See, there is what is called as Arthavada as such. In Arthavada, you highlight it to such an extent to drive home the point, or you condemn something to such an extent to drive home a point. It is praise or ninda. So here it is ninda. The sense objects are censured to point out how binding in nature they are. So now another example is being given.
Doshena tīvro viṣayaha Krishna sarpa viṣādapi Visham nihanti bhoktaram Drashtaram chakshushapyayam Doshena tīvro viṣayaha Krishna sarpa viṣādapi Visham nihanti bhoktaram Drashtaram chakshushapyayam Anvaya Vishayaha Krishna sarpa vishad api doshena tīvraha visham bhoktaram nihanti ayam chakshusha drashtaram api.
After api, again add nihanti.
Api, add nihanti. Again, Vishayaha Krishna sarpa vishad api doshena tīvraha visham bhoktaram nihanti ayam chakshusha drashtaram api add nihanti.
A contrast between sense object and the venom of a black cobra is being drawn. Krishna Sarpa Visha. You know what is called? That is the name for that black cobra. Very, very deadly. So it may be very dangerous. Of course, Snake is dangerous, but in that black snake is very, very poisonous. Now the contrast between sense object and this poison of a black, I think crate, I think. Crate, I think. It's called crate. Anyway, yes, black cobra. So that is it. Now, which is more dreadful, we have to find. Whether the poison of a black Krishna Sarpa is more dreadful or Vishaya more dreadful. He says, Vishayas are more dreadful. Do you know why? Suppose you saw a crate or a black snake. What will happen? You are far away. Any harm? You will take to heels. Is it not? It won't. Only because of seeing it is not going to harm. What happens? If it bites, then what happens? The venom gets mixed with the blood, then it is fatal. So that means by just simply seeing a Krishna Sarpa is not going to kill the individual. But sense object, but just by seeing only the fellow can come to harm. Let us say. Vishayaha, sense object. Krishna Sarpa Vishadapi Doshena Tivraha. Doshena means, so in there, that means the unwanted deadly effect. Tivraha means more dreadful. Why? How is it? Say, Visham Bhoktaram Nihanti. Whom does the poison kill? Literally, Bhoktaram means what? Here, one who has eaten. Eaten in the sense, example is that of Krishna Sarpa. The one in whose body the poison has got penetrated. That person dies. Only not the person who sees a Krishna Sarpa. But here he says, Ayam chakshusha drashtaram. Ayam means Ayam Vishayaha. This sense object, chakshusha drashtaram api nihanti. Even the person the sense object puts to harm, nihanti means not kills, etc., puts to harm the person who even sees a sense object. Why? Everything starts when? Seeing, hearing, etc. Seeing also, not hearing also. Seeing, hearing, etc. You get hooked to that and come to a final lot as such. So therefore, chakshusha api. So therefore, it is Vishayas are more dreadful than even the Krishna Sarpa Vishaya. Now, if sense objects are so dreadful, how the people take to it? Because of Viveka Abhava. They never think, get carried away by immediate pleasures, not knowing the final consequences. So therefore, it is only Viveka. And therefore, mumukshus have to give up these by all means. Mumukshus, okay? Don't tell this outside. Otherwise, no. खाओ पीवो मजा करो. खाने का पीने का नहीं है तो जीने का ही क्यों? So that is that. So this philosophy, this is meant for who? Mumukshu, who is Viveki, who wants to gain the knowledge of oneself. See, knowledge of oneself means first thing you have to forego is identification with the body. Sense indulgence confirms the identification. The identification becomes more and more intense. That is why Vedanta first insists on Viveka and Vairagya. So you will not find anywhere except in Adhyatma Shastra the role of Viveka and Vairagya. For any academic knowledge, academic science, you don't need that. All that is necessary is intelligence. But here, intelligence alone is not enough, because it is not information gathering. Finally, the direct discovery, for that is direct discovery of oneself, for which right frame of mind is indispensable, and that is how one has to withdraw from these preoccupations which intensify the identification with the embodiment. So that is now told. If that is not done, if this withdrawal from the sense object is not accomplished, even if the person is Shastra Panditaha, a great scholar in 6 branches of knowledge, can never hope to gain the moksha. Let us see.
Vishayasha mahapasha yo vimukta sudustyaja sa eva kalpate mukyai nanya षट् शास्त्र वेद्यपि विषयाशा महापाशात् यो विमुक्तः सुदुस्त्यजात् स एव कल्पते मुक्त्यै नान्यः षट् शास्त्र वेद्यपि अन्वय यह सुदुस्त्यजात विषयाशा महापाशात् विमुक्तः सः एव मुक्त्यै कल्पते अन्यः षट्शास्त्रवेदी अपि न. Again, यः सुदुस्त्यजात् विषयाशा महापाशात् विमुक्तः सः एव मुक्त्यै कल्पते अन्यः षट्शास्त्रवेदी अपि न.
Yaha, whoever may be the person. One who is free from this. Free from what? Sudustejat Vishayasha Mahapasha. From the Mahapasha, big rope, big fetter. What type of big fetter it is? Vishayasha. Asha is desire. Desire for sense object, which is described as a big fetter, a big, like a rope which binds firmly. And what type of Mahapasha it is? Sudusteja, very, very difficult to give up. The one who is free from this big fetter of desire for sense object, which is very, very difficult to give up, saha eva, that person only, muktyai kalpati. Kalpate means samarthaha bhavati, becomes capable of gaining mukti. Samartha means capable. The one who has got the capacity. Samarth Ramdas. Samarth Ramdas was called Samartha. Do you know why he was called? How that Samartha name came to him? He says Rama is Samartha, he says. But how Ramdas was called Samartha? So he is great upasaka of Rama. And in the initial stages, what he stood there? Kaupina, and he used to always take with him an bow and a quiver with arrows. Once he was going on the Godavari bank, and in the Godavari river, some Brahmins were offering their all prayers, etc., bath and prayer, etc. They saw this person. When they saw his personality was so impressive, young and also fair and all that, and they could make out that he was a tapasvi, yes sir. But tapasvi carrying bow and arrow, this was incongruous. So and he was young that he was young. So just to make a fun, hey, why are you carrying bow and arrow? Do you know how to shoot an arrow? He said, do you want to see? And he took an arrow and shot at a bird. The bird fell down. This Brahmana said, he said, what an idiot you are. Only because we told you have unnecessarily killed one innocent bird as such. They scolded him left and right. You know what this Ramdas did? He took the bird, clasped to his bosom. Oh Rama, if I am real devotee, save this. Within no time, the blood started fluttering and flew away. These Brahmanas say, Are Baba, tu kharokar samartha hai. They did Sashtanga Namaskara. Tu kharokar samartha hai re Baba. So that's what they said. You are really a capable person. That is how Samartha Ramdas. Here this Samartha means capable. This person only, who is this person who is able to give up such a fetter of desire for the sense object, which is very, very difficult to get rid of. So such a person only, muktyai kalpate, he becomes, that is capable of gaining the mukti. And not other person. With other person, anyaha, with that other person, shat shastra vedi api, na kalpate. Shat shastra vedi, scholar in Veda, Vedangas, etc. Even then he is not capable of gaining the moksha. So why? That a person cannot gain the frame of mind which is necessary to gain the Atma Jnana. Because this asakti for Vishayas is such that it doesn't allow the person to take to the pursuit of gaining the knowledge. Being so, if Vairagya is momentary, that person cannot gain the knowledge. Let us see. vairagya is not strong, the person is unable to gain the moksha. It's explained in this way. In the case of mumukshu, they have got mumuksha, but vairagya is not strong. What type of vairagya they have got? Apata vairagya. You know what is apata vairagya? Apata means kshanika, temporary vairagya. Many times in life we get kshanika vairagya, temporary vairagya. So this. No, you have heard this word, smashana vairagya, prasuti vairagya. These are the words. Smashana vairagya. Some near and dear person passed away and they went to crematorium with all the fumes that are rising with the burning of the body. He said, what life is. See, till now how great this person was. Now everything has got reduced to dust, etc. There is no sense in his life, etc. Pakka vairagya. How long? Until he returns home. The wife, olden days it was. Wife has kept one bucket of water with chambu. Copper chambu. Chambu means a small vessel in that. So because the custom is, the person who has gone to crematorium without bath, he should not enter. So outside bath you can't take, at least you have to pour water on the head and then come in. She kept it ready, he's going to come now, etc. She kept it ready only. And when he came, he started shouting at her. Have you no sense at all? Don't you know our house is on near the road, etc. If anybody picks up the chambu, what else? Just now vairagya. Just half an hour earlier he had vairagya. So now apata vairagya is a momentary vairagya. That happens. When things go wrong in life, oh Lord, everyone becomes great despair. But one thing, these are the sparks of vairagya, they need to be tended. They like that, sparks you have to tend and make a fire like that. See, these are the signals given by Bhagavan. Bhagavan gives intermittent signals, but if we don't make use of them, so therefore, see, apata vairagya, this person has got kshanika vairagya, means it is not a steady vairagya. Apata vairagyavataha, grammatically, accusative plural, means unto those people who have got only momentary vairagya. Who are those people? Bhavabdhiparam pratiyatum udyatan mumukshu. Mumukshus who are now ready, udyatan, ready to what? To cross over. Cross over what? Bhavabdhi. Those who are now ready to cross over the ocean of samsara. Pratiyatum udyatan. Pratiyatum means crossover. So, to those who are ready now to cross over, or they are putting forth efforts to cross over the ocean of samsara, do you know what happens? It says, Asha grahaha. Graha means grahaha, crocodile. This crocodile of Asha. Asha means what? Vishaya Asha, desire for sense object. This crocodile of desire sense object. What does it do? Antarale kante nigrihya. Antarale means in between, madhe. See, imagine this person is swimming across the ocean. At least if he were near the shore, he would have returned, etc. So, where in between, where the sea is so deep, this crocodile of Vishaya, desire for sense object, catches him. Catches him where? At least, suppose, if it catches somewhere the leg, etc., he would have fought, etc. No. Kante nigra. Having caught him in the neck, catching him by the neck. So, kante antarale, antarale, in the mid-sea, kante nigrihya, having caught caught at the neck. Again, vegat vinivartya, by force making him return. So that means he is set to gain the moksha, but it makes him, that means give up that effort. And what does it do? Majjayate, makes him get drowned. Drowned in what? Samsara sagara. So therefore, without staunch vairagya, moksha is not possible. It is just like that. Vairagya is not there means where the mind is preoccupied. Simple. In Vishayas, that mind cannot take to Atma Jnana. You know, mind is a musical chair. You know the musical chair? How many can sit on a musical chair? Only one. Already Vishaya is sitting. No room for moksha. The moksha has to go round and round and round and round and round and round. No, never the chair is empty. What can we do? So therefore, now the contrast. The person who has destroyed, killed this crocodile of desire for sense object can very easily gain the moksha. Yena, by what? The person by whom this is accomplished. What is that? Vishayakhyaha grahaha hataha. Hataha killed. Graha. So that is crocodile. What crocodile? Vishayakhyaha, called a Vishaya. How did he kill? This is the tool. Suvirakti asina. Asi means khadga, sword. By the sword of strong vairagya. Virakti means vairagya. Sushtu virakti, intense vairagya. By the sword of intense vairagya, the person by whom this crocodile of desire for sense object is totally killed means destroyed. Saha, that person, pratyuha varjitaha. Pratyuha means obstacles. Pratyuha means obstacles. Free from obstacles. Pratyuha varjita. Bhavambodhehe param gacchati. Means crosses over the ocean of samsara. See, two things are very important in gaining Atma Jnana moksha. You know what is that? Mumuksha and Vairagya. If Vairagya is strong, Mumuksha is strong. If Mumuksha is strong, Vairagya is strong. If these two are there, Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, they come automatically as well. Because all these are centered on Vairagya. So that's why I say, if Vairagya is in doldrums, and if thinks that, oh, I have progressed, it is only bhasa, it is only an appearance, not real progress as such. So, pratyuha varjitaha bhavam bodhe param yati. So he crosses over the ocean of samsara. So what was told in the last two stanzas, apata vairagyavataha and vishayakyagrahayana, this is now is told in nutshell as sum and substance of it.
Vishama vishaya margai gacchato nacha buddhehe Pratipadamapiyato mrutyurapesha vidhi Hitasujana gurupya gacchata swasya yuktya Prabhavati parasiddhi satyamityeva vidhi Vishama vishaya margair gacchato nacha buddhehe Pratipadamabhiyato mrutyurapesha vidhi Hitasujana gurupya gacchata swasya yuktya Prabhavati parasiddhi satyamityeva vidhi Anvaya Yat Parirutya Anadya Vidya Kruta Bandha Moksha
Anacha buddhehi vishaya vishamarge.
Anacha Buddhehe Vishama Vishaya Margaihi
Marga is there or marge also is there?
Marge is there Gacchataha Api Eshaha Mrutyuhu Pratipadam Abhiyataha and Iti Vidhi Hita Sujana Guru Uktya Swasya Yuktya Gacchataha Padasiddhihi Prabhavati Eva Iti Satyam Vidhi.
If you want, take this sandhi vishama vishaya marge gacchataha anacha buddhihi pratipadam abhiyataha mrutyuhu api eshaha vidhi hita sujana guruktya gacchata swasya yuktya prabhavati falsati satyam iti eva vidhi.
Anvaya again. Anacha buddhehe vishama vishaya margaihi or marge gacchataha api eshaha mrutyuhu pratipadam abhiyataha and iti vidhi hita sujana guru uktya swasya yuktya gacchataha padasiddhihi prabhavati eva iti satyam vidhi.
Anacha buddhehe. See, what is done is contrast is drawn between the person who gets carried away by the sense object and the other person who taking recourse to Shastra and the teaching of the Guru has taken to the right path of Vairagya, what is the contrast in terms of their accomplishment that is being told? Anacha buddhehe means for the person who of impure mind. Impure mind means one who lacks viveka, aviveki. In the case of a aviveki, anacha buddhi, in the case of a person of impure mind, means a person who lacks vichara, who lacks viveka, one who is aviveki. And why he is aviveki? Vishaya vishama vishaya margaihi gacchataha, or vishama vishaya marge gacchataha. One who walks the path of Vishaya Marga. What is the Marga? Vishaya means one who runs after the sense object. And what path it is? Vishama. Vishama means troublesome, infested with troubles. So therefore, Vishama Vishaya Marge Gacchataha, the person who lacks Viveka, Aviveki. You know what is his lot? With the Gacchataha, say, Eshaha mrityuh api pratipadam abhiyataha ad iti vidhi. Eshaha mrityuh api. This mrityu, here mrityu is not death, samsara, mrityu rupa samsara. What does, to such a person, what does the mrityu rupa samsara does? Pratipadam abhiyataha means to such a person, prapada means step. Every step this person is encountered, attacked by mrityu means mrityu rupa samsara. Means this person who aviveki walks the path of troublesome vishayas, he says, is encountered at every step by this mrityu rupa samsara. Iti vidhi, please know it for certain. This is the lot of the one who follows the Vishaya Marga. What about the other one? See, other person is who? He says, Hita Sujana Guruktya Gacchataha. One who walks the path of what? Hita Sujana Guru Uktya, Ukti, teaching of those persons who are interested in his final good. Who are those? Those who themselves know what is the goal of life and what are the means to that, such person like Guru, etc. So, Hita Sujana Guru Uktya, not only that, Swasya Yuktya, Swasya Yuktya, by one's own yuktis, by the reasoning, etc. Following the teaching of the masters, coupled by one's own reflection. For him, he says, Phalasiddhi bhavati. Surely what happens is, the Phalasiddhi, moksha is possible. He gains the moksha. We'll see in detail next time.